Did you know of TJ in Iowa State when you were a kid up there and you played in high school?
Honestly, not really a lot. I was just kind of watching Wisconsin a lot and like the local team, but I didn't really pay a lot of attention. No.
Did you have any interest from Wisconsin, either coming out of high school or when you were in the transfer portal?
A little bit from the portal, but that's it.
Do you have a little bit of an extra chip on your shoulder to kind of maybe go prove them wrong if it wasn't a situation where they could bring you in or they didn't show enough interest in you, or now you're playing at another high major school?
Yeah, I would say I always got a chip on my shoulder, but that kind of just gives a little extra boost.
And then where does that kind of come from? I guess you're like play hard attitude and always bringing energy, clapping on defense, and screaming and yelling after every play. Like, where does that come from for you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I just do it to kind of get the team going, get myself going, but always playing with a chip on my shoulder. Like, I'm probably one of the smaller guys in the court. Doesn't look like I can do a lot, but just going out there and trying to prove everybody wrong.
How do you make sure that's not manufactured energy, right? Like, it can be fake energy and it can't be genuine, but yours seems to be pretty real and doesn't seem fake.
No, it comes from within me, and I think that just by me doing that, kind of, like I said, helps myself get going and helps the team bring a lot of energy, and that's kind of my job off the bench.
Why Iowa State?
Man, out the portal, TJ and all them, and the coaches just kind of show me a lot of love, and every day I've loved to hear everybody works hard, the daily habits, and all the work we put in. It's just who I am.
Was it scary going into the portal?
A little bit of uncertainty, but, I mean, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. What'd you think of the first time, I guess it would have been the Iowa game, when the Hilton crowd got really going?
Yeah, it was something special, something I've never really seen before. Obviously, not playing at a big school before, and there's never been that many people, but it was certainly something I'll remember forever.
And it wasn't even loud. I mean, I went to Kansas.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
If we went back in time, that chip on your shoulder, has it been there all along? Like if we watched you play a 7-year-old basketball game or something, was it there then too?
I would say it's always been there for me, kind of being undersized. Like I said, just I got to be able to play with that. And, I mean, otherwise, there's guys that are going to be more athletic, more strong than me all the time. So just playing with that chip, I need it.
What was it like? You're playing more than you did when you first got here. What was the situation there, and when did something switch all of a sudden?
It was just a little bit of adjusting and everything, but the main thing was me stacking days and continuing to have good day after good day.
Stacking days in there.
Yep, in the practice facility, and just kind of growing my confidence and everything.
When you're talking about being underestimated like that, is that something that when you took the court in games, you'd kind of look and see guys kind of looking kind of like, who's this smaller guy? You know what I mean? You kind of see a look in guys' eyes. It's like they're like, you don't have to worry about him.
Yeah, I can sometimes see it, and obviously I don't ever want that to happen and everything. So I just kind of go into every game with the same mindset.
Is that where your energy in the court comes from? Even after a big play, I see you screaming, going to right up to your teammates, especially after they make one. Is that where that kind of came from?
Yeah, and obviously we preach being great teammates and everything, celebrating your teammates. So that's something I really try and do, and I think it helps the team overall.
Is he your mentor?
Yeah, Conrad's my guy.
How would you describe your mentality, the confidence you built in part because people might have taken you lightly? You've got to be that much, stronger inside.
Yeah, you always got to be confident out there, otherwise it'll show. If you're not confident, you're not ready to take shots, which I'm still kind of developing in right now on my shot a little more. I'm passing up some of those, but you always got to be confident going out there, otherwise stuff's not going to go your way.
Going back to Conrad, who's got more energy, you or him?
Me.
Why? Good. What would he say?
You'll probably say him, but I guess we.
That's your competitive stuff coming out now.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of developing that energy onto the court, what kind of has Rob Jones done? He's a starter that kind of plays with the same energy as you. What's he kind of done to develop that on the court? Yeah,
Rob's one of those guys where he's the same guy every day. Like, there's never going to be drops, highs or lows. You know what you're going to expect from him. And every day in practice, he's one of those guys that's a senior leader. He's always got great energy. He's helping other guys out. So just kind of seeing him do that kind of inspires me to try and be that guy off the bench.
TJ mentioned that you really made a big jump from your junior to senior year in high school, and then obviously to Wofford, and then now you've got another, keep raising the bar. How are you approaching tried to take it to another level?
You know, just like I said, stacking days and not getting satisfied. I mean, just going into practice every day with the same mindset, trying to be better than I was the day before. And a lot of the guys around me are helping me do the same thing, keeping me level-headed and everything, competing every day in practice. So my mindset isn't really changing, just trying to be the same guy I am.
Not to go back to the past too much, but when you decided to enter the transfer portal, was there ever any, I was really successful here, but maybe I should have stayed for a second season when you worked on the court, contributing right away as the season began?
I mean, obviously I could have done that at Wofford, but I was ready to take another step in a different direction. And, I mean, there's always going to be highs and lows and everything, but just keep working every day and it'll show if you're going to keep working. So.